Hey everyone, Sarah here. Lucinda is running a quick little errand. She'll be right back. And until then, I am excited to be here today. And I can't see what anybody's writing, so I'm just going to talk for a second. Um, you know, it's been a journey for me. I have been working on myself, my inner self, and I've been doing a lot of exploring my spirituality. And there was something about tarot that really drew me in. And when I started learning more and more about it, and I have Lucinda to thank for that, I really realized that tarot is just an amazing um, life. It's all about life, and it just gives you some direction on um, how to go within and kind of figure out on your own ways to maneuver and go through life with more ease. So, for those that are really happy and excited to be doing tarot and wanting to learn more about it, I think that's awesome. I think explore it more, work with it, and recognize that it's just a way to help us, right, Lucinda?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yay!
yay.
Okay, okay, here we are. I'm a little out of breath. I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay, good,
I
good.
can't hear, I can't see what anybody's writing, so I'm just talking to myself right now. So,
Oh, okay. Well, so far we have one person tuned in.
okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna fix my light a little bit, something I wasn't able to do earlier.
Oh, nice.
And now I don't look like I'm like,
Ah, you always look great. What are you talking
oh,
about?
well, thank you
No,
so much. Yes,
I
no,
don't
but the
have
light
any
isn't
like,
shining so much in my eye now, so that's nice.
yeah, I don't have any like of those professional lights. I just have a, so,
Well, I do it in my cave, and my cave
yeah,
has like it's soundproofed, sort of.
yeah. Is
So
mine
it works
echoey?
good.
I'm curious. Do I
Is
sound
what?
echoey?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay. That's good. So,
you're doing great.
well, I wasn't sure because I'm in like a big room, so I didn't know. I don't have a lot going on in here, so I didn't know if my
And
voice.
there's bare floors, right?
Mhm.
So bare floors will have a tendency to create an echo if there is like nothing that like moves and stuff, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah, just sound stuff. But
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I think we
Okay.
sound okay. Okay,
Yeah.
we're starting to get some people. We're starting to get some people. Okay, so we have the person that I put up there is N2UTIV.
Okay.
Intuitive, I think.
Oh, intuitive. Oh, you're probably really good at figuring out license plates.
Not all the
I'm
time. It wasn't until I spelled it and I was like, oh,
oh,
because it's really written out.
but you know what though? Like that's something that a license plate would have, and it's like so obvious, but it's something that I would miss so much. Like, duh. I would have said that. NTUTV. That's how I would have done
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, it just like had to catch up with me.
it.
Okay, do you want to go draw first or you want me to draw first this week?
You do the honors. I've already
Okay,
been talking.
I shall. For intuitive. And in case I got it wrong,
I think that's right though.
let me know. Let me know. Okay, intuitive, if you want to go ahead and put up a comment, and then next will be Nita. Okay, but intuitive, if you want to put up a comment about what style of reading you'd like, I'll draw a card toward that. If you want a general, that's fine. If you're present, I'll give you a reading. If you're not present, we'll come back to you. We'll check back in. If like there's lag time on YouTube, so I fill it with just like talking. So don't worry, we will get to you.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I just don't like pulling. There we are. Oh, okay. All right. So we have intuitive right now. I'll go ahead and I'll pull a card and we won't come back. They're telling me it's all right. So it's just a general reading for intuitive. Hope all is well. You're definitely in your head. It's situational, just to let you know. You're creating it. I was there recently, so I understand this card very well and in depth. This card is situational, just to let you know. You're at the 9, so the 9 is a sense of completion before you go into an initiate cycle where it's choice again. Right now, you're putting yourself to the wall. Basically, you're nailing yourself to the wall and saying, this is like how it is, and there's no other way that it could be. And that isn't the case. But when you look at the 9 of Swords, everything is black. That's like the void, but it's also the creative canvas. It's also the creative canvas. It's blank. It's the same as the new moon. It's dark, just like the new moon. So you think in new moon terms, okay? Now you have all these thoughts that are present, and they're stacked on top of each other, one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, all going in the same direction. None offering you a different perspective or perception. None. And you keep saying, all I see is this. All I see is this. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. Because this is what you're manifesting. You're creating a feeling, and that's putting out a frequency to the universe. And that's why it keeps stacking more and more and more on it. Okay? Keep in mind, you're relatively safe, but you're in your own dreamscape, your subconscious. That's what this card is about, your subconscious. All right? Your physical self is pure. So your conscious state may not be totally aware of how you're self-sabotaging yourself, okay? This blanket that's right here has pomegranates on it. That shows you're supposed to represent abundance. If you look at it, all the zodiac signs are woven in there too in the blue. A lot of people don't see it, but they're there. The moon, the infinity sign, a lot of alchemical signs that are there. So you're working with a lot of magic as it is. That means you're very powerful. So your thoughts are creating exactly what you're experiencing. That may not be what you want, but you're so focused in it that you can't pivot. Maybe going to sleep, scripting a letter to yourself for in the morning when you wake up to read exactly when you wake up. Something that tells you, congratulations, it's a brand new day, a brand new cycle. You were able to release that in your subconscious sleep. Everything worked out. Create a mantra for yourself. That would be very powerful. Everything is always working out for me in various connotations. Okay. It's situational, but it's within another spiritual lesson. And I'm sure you're aware of what that is. I wish you many blessings. Thank you, Intuitive.
Love that.
Right?
I love that. Yeah, I love how you brought in the new moon and stuff. That was really cool. Starting from a different try to change it up, do a different perspective, right? Like, look at things differently.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's your dreamscape. When it gets that much, you just, even if going to sleep, you know. So
I found it. So I was looking for that card, and I was like, it's on the blanket. So I went to look for it, and I'm like, oh my God, I never noticed that. I really should probably look at these cards a little bit more like this. That's really cool. Wow.
Yep.
Very cool. Love your perception on that. Your reading.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Very cool. Very cool. All right.
So we have Nita.
Yes.
Hi, Nita. Do we have any questions for Nita? Hi, ladies. I'd love a career message, please. Okay. Nita.
And it says, or whatever spirit wants me to know. Please. Okay. Thanks so much.
Okay. Okay. So we have the moon card. Yeah. I love the moon card.
Of course you do. You're a Cancer.
I know. I know.
You should call it the moody card.
The moody card. I know. So yeah, the moon. This one's don't you have the moon on the behind you? Isn't that the moon card? The moon like your tapestry behind you. Is that the moon card? Yeah. I know. I want to get that tapestry too. I love that tapestry. Okay, so with the moon, this is in like a very much of a like
Here's what she wrote. She wrote LOL, secrets being revealed, I guess.
Yeah. Secrets being revealed. I'm just trying to feel it is, but I'm trying to feel the energy with your question.
I can feel how joyous her energy is over getting a confirmation that she knew this all along, and she's like,
right. Oh. Yeah, she already knows. So are you going through, so she's going through a different path, like she's not sure which pathway she's going to be going. You're not sure. Are you feeling that, Lucinda?
I am sensing that she is probably wanting to know when this emotional roller coaster is going to end. I feel that has a lot to do with it. And I think that maybe this particular card. So I'm also considering like other things. And Narita's here. Yay. Okay. Well, she'll be after Sammy. Okay. All right. Okay. So Nita, what I see is like, I see that this isn't your first merry-go-round ride with the moon and the deepest aspects of who you are. However, Pluto has changed position from your physical self. Okay, so you'll still do cellular releases and such. However, now it is with the etherical self, Aquarius, the water bearer, the one who brings the flow. The one who brings the flow is the frequency, right? And light. So now that Pluto is in Aquarius and you receive this card's going to have a different impact in the spiritual lesson. It's going to be more of your belief system is what's going to be challenged, but that's what it always is. We're just going to become more aware and call it that more often. That will give us the empowerment necessary to understand that it's a mere perception, no matter how passionately we cling to it. I felt all that. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So for you, you're learning how to bend energy, how to manipulate energy with your mind. Relax into it. I'll give you some tips. Relax into it. Okay. That's why you're having to become more clear. That's why people like to call it the dark night of the souls. Well, fuck, work in the dark then. Work in the dark. It all works. Just work in the dark, not the darkness. Right? Yeah. Be aware of all of you. Be aware of all your capabilities. Be aware of how down you can get. Right? Okay. And how alive you can be. All right. Be aware of that. Be aware of that. And that's what this pull for this card is. This what this spiritual lesson is that you're in right now. And it's going to be a lifetime lesson for you. And it's going to last during this transit of Aquarius and Pluto. Since it's very impactful to you as your sun sign, it's not only reaching the depths, it's reaching the heights. So you literally are moving chi energy in this synchronistic lemniscape to balance and bring about change in your own life. Didn't come about by dissatisfaction. It came about by understanding. So you started with the fire, your passion, right? And then you pulled it down below the water, and then you brought it up into, what do I think about this? That loads your field. When it loads your field in a spiritual lesson, especially with the moon card, because the moon card is about balance. It's about finding your spiritual balance and coming into that understanding that it is your belief system, and your belief system is based in your experience and the story that you tell yourself. And it's not really based in anything other than your own personal truth. And that is your perception of what the experience is or the adventure you're on.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I feel mostly for this card is that that particular message that we just gave you is starting to, I can feel your body open up now. All right. And you still feel like you have like shin guards on your legs, right, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I would interpret that as shackles, like you feel like you can't move forward. And there's this other presence of energy that's with you. And I think that that's kind of like what's holding you back. Would you mind if we remove that from your field?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Mm-hmm.
Need your okay, if that's all right, Nita. Anyway, other than that, I think that you'll do really well in this. More acceptance is what you're going to be bringing in for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is going to teach you how self-love really works. And that's all it is acceptance. So
That's been my moon card has been me for like years.
yeah.
And it still does follow me, like that whole balancing and just my spiritual awareness and accepting myself so that way I can progress forward in my world in the way I want.
Cool. Cool. Okay. So
Let's remove the
very
shackles.
much. So we're all going to do it together. All right. Maybe a collective thread and presence and an entrainment of this energy is what we all need. We need to understand that we are the ones who create our own freedom, and we begin in an energetic sense. So everybody imagine or pretend that you have something that's in front of you, preventing you from moving forward. All right. Imagine whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. And I want you to imagine now that it is, it is just crumbling and deteriorating, crumbling and deteriorating. You don't have to create a vision, you can create a knowing. Okay. So crumbling, falling down, breaking down, going into the earth. Let it go into the earth. Start thinking about the earth. Start thinking about earth, her beauty, her provision. Think about the gratitude that you have for all that you do and are. Right. Okay. All right. Now, we're grounded into earth. Now we're in a safe space. So what we're going to do is we're going to lasso this energy. Woo, yeah. Right? And then we'll release all spirit energy. Go to the light, go to the light, go to the light. Very cool. All right. All cosmic beings, star nations, thank you so much for everything that you do. We release you from your service. You may go. Okay. All right, great. Okay, so everybody should just about now, if you feel or sense or get impressions, you should start feeling, sensing, impressing a little lightness, right? A little lightness. Keep moving into that direction. You're the one who's in charge of your energetic field, and we've created an opening so that way we're more expansive and connected, okay? And that'll be easier for us. There we go. Nita, thank you for this beautiful lesson. Thank you so much. That was really lovely. Really lovely. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go to Miss Sammy. Okay. You're going to go ahead and do Sammy or me?
You can do it. I'll talk with you.
Okay. Oh, you like doing it together.
Yeah, I do. I like to do it together. I like to talk with you.
you guys don't get to book with if you guys don't get to like get a card on here and you really, really want like insight, you can book on Body Studios with me, and then Sarah's available as well. Or you could come to Wednesday happy hour here at Body Studios from 4 to 7. Then you could see me for 15 minutes for $35. Or $350 for 30. The only song I have in my head right now is Baby, I'm Worth It.
Yes, you are.
I think it has to do with Sammy too. I'm feeling like this diva energy coming in.
I feel it.
Yeah, it feels like somebody is like, oh yeah, I'm smashing it. Something like I'm smashing it. That's what it's feeling like. Okay, cool. Double the trouble, down.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, so I'll pull.
Are we doing a generic reading? I don't remember.
Well, she hasn't weighed in. The last time that we spoke with her, she had the last time I was in contact with her, she had an ask, and I think that the ask came through. I think that the ask came through in more ways than one. So we'll see if she has anything that she would like, because like right now she's like, she went into party mode, now she's coming back. Okay, there we are. Whatever spirit needs to share.
Yeah. Okay.
It's easy to get lost in that joy, huh? I love that place. I love that place. This week's been rough. Oh yeah, hell yeah, it has. Hell yeah. I was on my knees on Sunday.
Oh.
Everybody is rough right now. Everybody is rough right now, and it's okay. I know it doesn't feel okay.
But it's going to be okay. It's always going to be okay, because there's always a light. And that's a spiritual journey that we have to learn, because we have to go through it to get out of it, right?
I think that there is, let's see. Whatever spirit needs to share. Let's do this. You're holding really still, Sammy. You're holding really still. And it's like, it feels like you're afraid to breathe to a certain degree. So if you're afraid to breathe to a certain degree, I'm going to pull a card for you. I was trying to, like, it feels like maybe you're, that might help. Anytime we lose our words for situations because we don't have words for the situation, it makes us feel like we can't be heard, obviously. And then sometimes we might do a lot of talking and still feel not heard. And it might be because the actions we're taking don't match the desire that we're aiming for. Maybe the desire we're aiming for is a deeper understanding of who we really are. And in that sense, we're not our external value. We are our internal value. And I feel that this last week for you really put you in connection to that particular energy. That you really had to decide your worth, your value, who you are, what things mean to you. I don't lightly pull the card for you. I like to stay in joy when I pull the card for you because that's where I would like for you to land. So that's usually when we pull cards, we're also shifting you guys from point A to B, depending on what it is that you're asking about. We are clearing the path, creating least resistance for what you're asking about because it's important to you. And we love to manifest with you because when we stay in that energy, it makes it easier and easier and easier. So as we're shifting your energy, Sammy, you're feeling lighter, right? Not so heavy because a burden shared is a burden lessened. All right. So all of us are not taking on a part of the burden. We're each transmuting a part of the burden. We're changing that shit into something else, you know? Maybe golden light, maybe little white butterflies, maybe some unconditional love, maybe some elements, firewood, earth, water, metal, spirit, air, right? Into its natural state and fill it with like that love vibe that we don't have to attach to anything. We just get to feel it, right? And then maybe expanding our energetic field and connecting more to all that is, you know, higher consciousness, our own understanding, our internal selves, our energetic experience, however you want to say it, right? And then letting that kind of move out so that way you're not so tight. Okay. All right. So here we are. Here we are, Miss Sammy. I'm going to pull a card for you, and this is going to shift into the becoming. Using the sprays from the shop as you speak.
I love the sprays.
For the shout out. Those are all special made too. I don't really sell them online. You have to come in and you have to have the experience, and I'll make it for you.
Yeah. Personalized.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. Yeah. See, we all feel the transmutation of the energy. We're all feeling the shift, or at least I am. We're all sensing it. I know that. I understand that we can have impressions that there was something that changed. So, yes, we're all in this understanding, which is beautiful. Okay, Sammy, here's your card. Okay, your card is going to be a general aspect. Okay, card general. Okay, all right. I keep calling general. I keep calling general. You're feeling career, aren't you, Sarah? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You know,
okay, well, they're going with career. So this is career oriented, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah, we're going in. We should go back to this part. This part right here. That's a match right there. Yeah. That's a match for your last week. Okay. Okay. What do you want to do with this? Do you want to hold it? You want to hold on to it? Do you want to hold on to the harshness of like what the energy was for you? Do you want to tell yourself a story about how hard you worked and that you were not, the ROI wasn't what you thought it was? Using corporate speak in your fucking mind like that, Sammy? Shit. Okay. Come on, man. I'm clearing the debris out now. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. So that's what this is. This is an actionable way, though. So keep in mind that this is a beautiful card. I really love this card. I love all the cards because they give you an indication of where you're at. That's what they do. And you have the power to make a choice because it's situational usually, even if it's a spiritual lesson. If you're not digging the spiritual lesson and you find out it's a spiritual lesson, it's easier to understand why am I making these choices? This is what's bringing this about. Oh, I see. It's not external to you. It becomes internal. It becomes part of you. So it makes it easier. The minor arcana I read is situational. Like these are the situations that people get into, right? So this one is the 9 of Wands. The Nine of Wands, and you're just holding on to one wand way too fucking tight.
Mm.
And that wand is not helping you out anymore.
Mm-mm.
It isn't treating you well. It is not treating you well, but it's situational. And that right there is the story. So it comes down to the story that you're telling yourself, because that means you could change it with your story because it's a situation. So this is the current story. Choose any card in the tarot deck. What would you like for it to be, right? What would you like for the story to change to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because we know what the story is right now. Okay, so watch. We'll just pull another card. I'm like, I hope it's situational and not anything else. No. They're going to give us what we need. Okay. All right. Of course. All right. Okay. Situational. See, you're coming back. First, you feel down. Now you're coming back. It's still a little wobbly.
Mm-hmm.
It's based in earth. Okay. But this is also decision number,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is duality. So you're in duality. Keep that in mind. And the story that you're telling is becoming physical. And that's what this is. You see these high C's in the back? You're being propelled by emotion. Propelled by emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not stuck in the mud. You're not
Mm-mm.
stuck in the mud. Okay? You're just trying to hold it together. Okay? Sometimes people read this as a money card. It doesn't feel like a money card, but it does feel like you are creating and discreating, and that will affect your money.
Yeah, that makes
Remember,
sense.
it's situational, so you're in the middle of choice right now. So what is that choice for you? What does it look like for you? All right. Would you like maybe to call this card reciprocity? Like you want for everybody in this new venture to have emotional intelligence, right? Maybe that's what the peaks and the valleys are. They're traveling to bring that about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, starts to feel pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have nothing but blue sky in the background, right? Look how big those coins are. That's a lot of money. That's not juggling money. That's reciprocity. That's what reciprocity is. Sometimes people call it a waiver, but it's this and that. That's what that
Mm-hmm.
is. This and that. See how there's only one focus?
Yeah.
It's not because you can only, it's because this is a snapshot in the motion. See? He's looking down at what he has and thinking about what he's about to bring in. That's what that is. Decisions. Firmly, his hand is on the coin at the bottom. See how well held that is?
Mm-hmm.
He's not juggling it. This isn't about balancing. This is about manifesting and making decisions. Red is an activated color. Red is an actuator. So that brings us into those silly lessons about pretend. Okay? Pretend. So pretend is going to bring about different things for you. Pardon me. Pretending can be done in many different ways. There's hacks. So there's a hack for money, a good hack for money that I really like. I use $100 bills. You can use whatever denomination you would like. Make sure it's cash. The reason you want to make sure it's cash is because you want to be able to spend it on the fucking spot if you want. Okay. The idea is to go ahead and let yourself know, all right, that you can. You could spend this. It wouldn't matter. Could be on something frivolous. It could be a down payment on something important. Could be a bill. Doesn't matter. You need to know that you could spend this money come hell or high water. All right. Put it in your wallet. Keep it with you, like when you're out and about. and walk through places that sell items that you would like to have and say, "Ooh, I could get that right now if I wanted." Do I want it right now? Probably not. Okay, great. You're going to change your vibration to I can have, I can have, I can have. That allows you to shift from this is all to what would I like? And that's a different vibe. And that's what you need to shift to. What would I like? Okay. You're in a very linear aspect, and you need to kind of shift to like, oh, okay, what am I receiving? What can I allow? And that's going to be based on the frequency that you are in. That's why this is such a powerful hack. So I keep like $100 bill on me occasionally when I go through it. Otherwise, I don't keep cash on me sometimes. I don't know, maybe sometimes. I don't know. I love cash. So
Me too.
okay, so I'll go into a store, and if I'm not feeling 100% that, like, I have a lot of money and everything's okay, or like I'm wondering where the money's going to come from, I'm really tied up in that loop, because it used to be pretty bad. It isn't like that now. So I'll go into a store, I'll say, oh, you know what? I really like this. Do I need that right now? Yeah, I really need that. Okay, I could buy that. Well, let me see what else there is. Let me see what else there is, right? Not doing retail therapy. You're doing reframing. You're doing reframing. You're reframing your brain. You're giving yourself different firing options to think in different terms so that you create different ideation connection points with consciousness to bring in more ideas, to bring in thoughts, to bring in suppositions. Okay, that's what you're doing. So you have to kind of clear the field, and you have to set the field up. You have to like stack the deck for yourself so that way you're successful in what you're asking for. So that's just one hack, one money hack. Okay, money isn't what we really think it is. And if we're all experiencing money right now, keep in mind that that's how that we could be controlled. Keep that in mind. And that is a condition right now that we are experiencing. Okay, it's a condition. So depending on how you feel relatively toward that, with evidence that substantiates the ridiculous nature of what a bag of chips is, what a box of eggs is. Do you understand? That's a lot of evidence to show you that like, oh, wow, look, I'm so unsuccessful because I'm still here and I haven't even got this cost of living raise, right? Okay, we're all experiencing that shit right now.
Yeah.
Breathe. Just fucking breathe. Breathe, okay? You're already doing what you need to do. You're making different choices. You're cutting back on things that you no longer want to invest in. You're maybe shopping at different locations. You're finding that if you shop small, you get better pricing right now. And that is the bomb. Okay?
Yes.
Go to farmers markets. Do that stuff. All right? Do stuff that makes you feel good. You can still have everything you fucking want, but what do you really want? What do you really want? If you're not aligned with a corporate job and your heart isn't in it and your heart's changed and it's become open, corporate, that's not your gig. It won't work. No matter how hard you try, no matter how good you are, no matter how beautiful you are in how you perform, it will not matter because you're not aligned any longer. You're not aligned. People's hearts are coming open right now, and corporate America is crumbling because of it. Because we're learning that community is more important.
Mm-hmm.
We're learning that. And this is what it takes to learn that.
Yeah.
We have to learn to love ourselves. So that acceptance all over again. Here we go. There's that triangle that we talked about earlier. So anyway.
Beautiful, Lucinda. I love it.
I think you're going to be okay. I think that maybe doing some journaling would help too. I like the idea of writing a letter to myself in the morning and telling myself how absolutely grateful and appreciative I am that I am present. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it changes me. It changes me because I connect with me. And recently, the deep healing that I did, that everybody's going through right now and initiating, was about loss. It was about loss, just loss in general. And it was physical loss. It wasn't just a mental loss. So it was very interesting for me to feel that with our consciousness, all of us going through that, right? And we're going to do our best. We always show up perfect. We are perfect. We are fucking perfect. We are so fucking perfect. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we show up doing our best every day, every single day, every moment that we're given. And if anybody tells you in a diminishing statement that that isn't the truth, you can tell them to fuck all the way off.
Yeah.
And say, I said so.
Yes.
We have gone way over, and I have been preaching today. I love you guys.
I love it. Love you, Lucinda.
I love you, Sarah. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it like that no more.
Don't be sorry. You're awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.